The 2012 Go Nuclear Late Model Challenge Series is presented by Elias Tire, American Racer Tire, FX Cabrera Car Company, Bilstein Shock Absorbers, Bernheisel Race Cars, Proven Chassis, and Carly Motorsports. Performance Signs, Atomic Chassis, Finish Line Web Design, and Tenace Diversified.
Welcome back to the Atomic Power Racing Hour from the Mohawk International Raceway. As mentioned earlier, this is our second episode from the 4/10 Mile Oval this season. So before we go forward, let's look back at how the first one played out under the lights.
Start back to the line. Sears trying to do the best he can on the inside. Dale R19 is the race leader, but Sears with a good restart. Coming back to green. Sears down in the bottom lane, but still the momentum is not strong enough. Caswell fighting hard on the outside, and Dale Caswell once again takes the race lead. And it'll be Sears. Oh, and contact made. Sears gets sideways, he hangs onto it. What a miraculous save by Tim Sears Jr., but he's going to have. And our leaders in lap traffic. With 9 laps left to go, it is the 09 of Matt Vanderlinen and the 75 of Joe Banks just in front of the race leader. Bellier is closing in, but off of turn number 3 and 4, no issue for Dale Caswell. Wire to wire picks up the checker.
But is Caswell considered the favorite to win tonight?
Sean Beardsley and his team, and he's always fast. You got Dale Caswell, he's always fast. Timmer, he's always fast. AJ.
Dale Caswell is really tough. Timmy Sears is tough. I've raced here twice and finished second. First time to Sears and second time to Caswell.
I don't know the 38 car, but obviously Caswell's a good competitor, hard guy.
That's a tough thing to say because there's a lot of good guys out there, but I'm going to say if I had to guess, it would be Dale Caswell.
Dale Caswell at 19, he's been fast all year.
Well, Dale Caswell doing a little work under the hood there, but we managed to catch up with you. And talking to some of these other guys in the pit area, it looks like this R19 might be the favorite today.
Yeah, you know, we were fast when we unloaded here last time we were up here. We're fast out of the box now, you know, kind of with the same setup, but we got a little bit of different tire compound out for the heat race.
Now, a lot of rain last night, overnight. The pits are pretty muddy, but the track seems a little dry. Maybe caught you off guard a little bit so far?
Yeah, I was, you know, that's why we were a little bit off with the tire selection for the heat race. You know, we're probably going to run this for the heat and then, you know, switch to a different tire compound for the features. You know, especially with all the rain, you know, I was thinking it was going to be a little bit more heavier. But, you know, these track guys did a good job, and, you know, there's going to be a lot of laps, a lot of cars tonight.
Well, there you have it. The track's smooth, it's fast. So's this guy driving the R19. We'll see if he can get it figured out here today.
You'll be riding along with Caswell, looking out through the cockpit of his R19 for the first of 3 heat races. Keep a focus on the top 4 positions, as those will be the drivers that will qualify for the all-important redraw for the 30-lap feature. Heat race 1 is going green this time. Here's Rich Fleck with the call.
The field has been given the signal that this time they will go green. Let's give you the starting lineup. On the pole position, the 1P of Darren Peters, and to his outside, the 70 of Mike Trapp. Row number 2 has the winner from last time, Dale Caswell, along with Phil Potts. There's a little contact. Mark Rayner just got into the back of Dale Caswell's R19, and some significant damage to the right rear of the winner from back in July. Nonetheless, green flag is out, and we are underway with the Go Nuclear Late Model Series heat race number 1 of 3. Down on the bottom goes Darren Peters. He cannot find the bite off the corner, though, and Mike Trapp, one of the North Country competitors, scoots away to the race lead, 3 wide for second. Caswell down to the inside. Will Phil Potts up on the top side. Pedals around it into 3rd place as the first 4 break away on the opening circuit. Running right through the middle groove right now is Mike Trapp. This is his first trip to the Mohawk International Raceway this season. Caswell shuts it down on the bottom groove and closes in. Remember, the top 4 will make the redraw, so those drivers feeling pretty comfortable right now, along with the 29 of Phil Potts. Potts pushes the nose up the racetrack and loses touch with the top 2. Able to execute good form right now is Mike Trapp. The car comfortable and loose. He'll likely need to tighten it for later on in the night, as it is surely going to dry up even more than it is right now. Dale Caswell keeps his R19 planted down on the bottom of the racetrack. and still gives chase to the race leader. When we were here back in July, it was Caswell coming home with a second in-seat race that evening en route to the feature win. So this could be a good omen for them, as this time by they will see the cross flags indicating that we are halfway down. A good battle on the racetrack for spot number 4. Darren Peters in the 1P trying to hold on to a redraw spot, but the 55 of Mark Naylor from up in Ontario gives him good chase. Right down to the inside rail of the racetrack continues to be second place Dale Caswell. Up the speedway goes Mike Trapp and could be opening up the door as we are on to the second half of this 10-lap qualifier. Trapp able to get his nice diamond run through turn 3 and 4. He goes up the racetrack and then is able to drive right back down. You see him doing that off of turn number 2 this time and work down the circular backstretch. This time by, the leaders will have just 3 more laps left to go, and since the drop of the green flag from the outside of the front row, it has been Mike Trapp hanging on to the race lead. Dale Caswell, you would expect him to drive right to the front, but he could have a problem with that right rear damage, as he did have contact as the field according coming to the green flag. Bill Potts still very loose with his Foul Mood Racing number 29, hangs on to spot number 3, and closing in on him is Billy Isley, who has moved up into a redraw position as the Watertown driver rounds out the top 4. The leaders are working through turn number 3 and 4 and back to the white flag. Final time around here in heat race number 1. And Mike Trapp has been able to hold that 3 to 4 car length distance over Dale Caswell, as Caswell moved from 3rd to 2nd, but Trapp from 2nd starting position into 1st, and it looks like he's going to go wire to wire to pick up the win and earn his trip into the redraw. Caswell crosses in 2nd, but a battle on the line, back for 3rd, and Isley will nip Potts at the line. So a nice job by Isley to charge from 6th up to 3rd, but picking up the win, Mike Trapp. Still 2 heat races left to go, and they're coming out in just a moment.